Welcome to the Loose and Moose podcast.
I'm Luce.
And I'm Moose.
Two unlikely best friends that I guess love the sound of their own voice, so decided to hit record. All right, you ready to fucking cop it?
Fuck it, let's get funny. You're not going to beat me. It's going to be my intro, surely.
We'll see.
We'll see. Anyway, episode number 7.
Yeah.
So a couple of things with number 7 that I wanted to start off with. It's always been my favourite number.
Has it really?
So I'm going to be bringing in some extra sparkle today. Have you... I'll tell you my story, actually. So I've loved this number so much that, like, this is super cheesy, but you'll love it. My first ever car, I had customised number plates. Moose 07. 7's like, it's a lucky number. So I don't know why I've liked it, but that's how fucking cheesy it is. Somewhere at home, I still have Moose 7 plates. As always, it will be up here to show everyone. So my question, do you have a favourite number?
Just sorry, back to the custom number plates. Like, do you pay extra money for that?
Oh, fuck yeah, we did.
I think Moose as a number plate is kind of cool, but why the 07? Like, I know it's your favourite number, but is that necessary?
Well, it was. 16-year-old me was like, fuck yeah. It was a fuck yeah.
Probably if I was 16 too, I would have thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Probably cost more than the actual car that I had at the time.
That's
or that I still have.
Yeah, if you put those number plates on your car now, it would probably up the value.
That would be a glow up. I'll roll here next week and just get it on there.
Yeah. You actually should do that. You should get Moose on your car again. That it's actually pretty iconic. You should never not have Moose number plates. Yeah. Anyway, I don't really have a favourite number always, but then 13 used to follow me around a lot. It was my basketball number, and then we won like a bunch of premierships. And then, wait, do you say premiership if it's just like local league basketball? Or is that only?
Yes, you do. I've still got the trophies from mine.
Not just like grand final? I don't know.
Nah, premiership.
I've still just got Collingwood in my head. I'm still not over the Collingwood premiership months later. Oh my goodness. And I remember first being like, oh, unlucky 13, but then we won all these grand finals. And then something else. Oh, yeah, I moved to, like, my first time moving out of home and going to one of those uni boarding colleges. And I was in room number 13. Ooh. And I feel like ever since then, it just, like, followed me around. And then I started to become a Swiftie, and then her number is 13. Like, she's way into it. Yeah. So now I just roll with 13.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know why. But it's been lucky for me so far. So
interesting. Yeah. I just thought it'd be cool for this episode. Yeah.
I would never get on a number plate though. Jeez, that's a bit too far. But okay, good for you, I guess.
Thank you so much. Your thing of the week?
Oh, my thing of the week is something your wife did. Shout out Lauren. So me last week when we were filming, when I went to take, I don't know, I have this thing, I feel like I have to tidy up before we film. I don't want there to be things in the way. So I went to take the recycling out, and then the bag I had the recycling in, the paper bag, ripped, and then a glass bottle smashed like right in front of my neighbour's house. And I was like, no big deal, I'll just quickly sweep it up, and then realised I don't have a dustpan. I don't have a broom. Like, since I've moved into this house, I have a vacuum and I have a mop. I never needed one.
Not picking that up with the Dyson.
Yeah. And then so I had to call Moose and be like, can you please bring me a dustpan or come over later so I can quickly go buy one? So then he bought one, and then he even cleaned up the glass for me. Thank you. Because I was busy holding us up, getting ready like I always do. And then... next time I'm at your house, I have a brand new dustpan, thanks to Lauren. And she bought me a nice one as well, not just like a cheap home brand one. It was the green brand. What's it called again? I don't know. The fancy cleaning brand that you buy. So thanks, Lauren. It was really funny and also just like very practical and helpful. So yeah, that's my thing of the week. Can't stop thinking about the dustpan.
Yeah, she definitely loves her gifting.
Yeah.
And hopefully coming up soon, I might have a new cup to bring into the pod. So if I can lift it in.
A Stanley Cup?
I don't want to give too much away.
Ooh.
I got one more. Can I be greedy and have 2 things of the week?
Of course. Always.
Cool. So I thought I would come to the pod with, something that's been trending, something off YouTube Shorts, something to bring in so I can share it with my fellow podcast hosts. So this is funny. I was actually, one of my kids was watching YouTube Shorts while I was doing some editing. And she just completely lost her mind. And I'm like, sort of stopped what I was doing. And she's like, I got something super funny. And I had to sort of set it up with her so then we could prank Lauren a little bit. So how it happened is my daughter went to Lauren and she's like, hey, Mum, I'm bored. And Lauren's like, cool, then just go clean your room, as parents would do. She's like, no, because it's my room. And then Lauren's like, well, it's my house, so you'll do what I say. And then Ella's like, well, if it's your house, then you can just go clean it then. And it's been this trend that's literally going around on YouTube where all the kids have just been throwing that back to their parents. And I'm like, that is so funny. And she nailed it. First shot. Absolutely good. And then, yeah. So anyway, that was pretty funny. So
wait, so she saw that. That's like a script from, like, that's a video she's seen and she recreated it?
Yep.
That's so funny.
Yep.
She's a little genius.
It was pretty good. She showed me once and then I'm like, let's just do it. And then, yeah, I was just sitting there in the background to, help out. It was pretty cool. So that was
That's hilarious. I wish I was there for that. Also, speaking of Ella being a genius, she was telling me about just dances in general. And I said, do you know any TikTok dances?
Yeah.
And I said, maybe we should learn the Taylor Swift one that's trending at the moment. And we watched a 4-minute tutorial video and I don't know what the hell is going on. And she learned that the whole dance in 4 minutes. And she's like, this is easy.
Yeah.
How old is she? 9? 10?
Yeah. 9.
9. What the heck?
Yeah, she loves it.
She's special. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I also have a quick funny story that I was thinking about this week. So I guess maybe I have 2 things of the week as well. I didn't even realize. The last time we filmed, so last episode or maybe even the one before that, we were talking about the C.O.A.T origin story.
Yes.
If people didn't see that episode, go back and watch it. But my friend said something really funny when I was finally going to meet some guy I was talking to on Tinder, and he said, "Oh, is he going to fucking cop it or what?" And telling that story and how that's like such a part of our lives now, we always say cop it. I never even met that guy.
Oh, like the guy in the story ended up not being an actual thing.
He ghosted me.
Fuck.
Yeah.
How much content have we got since that? And it's not even a real person.
Yeah. Like that whole thing, So thanks for the origin of the cop it, but like it literally.
He didn't cop it?
Yeah, he didn't cop it.
Wow.
He ghosted me and...
it's not even legitimate. So it's not actually a copper, it's a fuck no.
Yeah. That's what he said about me.
Wow, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just thought that was pretty funny.
Speaking of previous episodes, I was doing some editing and I thought it'd be awesome to maybe hit a few more would you rathers.
Oh, yes.
So let me go. So would you rather none of your friends to like your partner or none of your partner's friends to like you?
Oh. Do I even have to answer if I'm pathetically single?
Hey, these have just launched, so it's not going to be too long.
Okay, so hang on. I have a partner, none of my friends like them, or I have a partner and none of their friends like me.
Yep.
I think, just quickly, I have to say that would never happen because I would just never be with someone if that was the case, either way. But if I really, really had to choose... probably selfishly would go for the none of their friends like me because who cares, because we can just hang out with my friends and all my friends are awesome.
Yep, I like that. I was kind of thinking the same for when I was doing that. So it has to hit our friends and then go from there. Nice.
That's a good one. That's a hard one because, like literally neither of them are good. I hate that. Speaking of friendship groups, that reminds me of a would you rather I heard. It was something along the lines of, would you rather that all your friends think you're really stupid or none of your friends think you're funny? So I guess would you rather your friends think you're smart and not funny or stupid and funny?
I think it still has to be the funny one. Yeah. Like if you're just too much in the first category, it's just going to be boring. I
know. I was thinking the same thing. Like you want people at work to think you're smart, but your friends, who cares?
Yeah.
Like you want them to think you're funny. That's the whole point of having a friend.
And then otherwise they'll think they're so funny because all they'll do is just rip on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're actually making them funny by you not being funny.
Yeah.
I like that. Would you rather know what happens after you die or continue not knowing?
But how would you know? Because you're dead.
Or is it read like as in like you'll know now what happens when you die and then you live through that knowing if there is something else or not something else, or you just don't know?
I quite often get anxiety about dying. Like I'll just, do you ever you're more normal than me, but do you ever just sometimes lie in bed thinking, I might die tonight, something's going to happen, I don't know what, like, and then you hear a noise and you're like, no, yep, this is it.
I definitely do. Like, I know I said a lot, but becoming a parent, like, it's a lot that you think about because now you've got 3 little things that still want you around.
Yeah, you don't have to just worry about you dying, them as well.
Yeah. Yeah,
but
so,
yeah,
no,
so
definitely.
So then if you knew when you were going to die, you could not have that kind of anxiety because you just know, oh, no, my time's not for another 20 years. But then if you know you're going to die, it's just a countdown.
Yep.
And if you know what's going to happen after you die, you're like, oh, perfect, I'm going to die and all my family don't care. They're all so happy.
All right, moving on from death.
Are we going to answer though? Because what is your thing? I think I would rather just not know. Just continue how it is now.
Yeah, I'm the same. There's too much there.
Yeah.
There's too much there.
That's a really hard one. That's
a
way
bit heavy.
too
I should have
deep.
left that for maybe later on.
Yeah, we need to move on. I'm not emotionally prepared for that question.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Maybe an easier one. Would you rather never be able to add salt or sugar to anything again? Like which one?
As in, salt is never in your food, or you can't add extra salt.
Let's go with neither of them would be in your food. So would you prefer to have sugar still or salt?
Probably salt.
Yeah,
because I think so. There's more things.
We're getting old now, so we shouldn't have much sugar.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a fucked up story about sugar. As a kid, we were talking about breakfast cereals with my kids. And the normal stuff we had back in the 80s and 90s was pretty cooked, right? But my dad made up a cereal which we called the special way. Have I told you this before?
I remember it being cooked, but you've got to refresh my memory.
So we would have rice bubbles. Everyone remembers rice bubbles. We would then, so first of all, you'd grab milk, heat that up in the microwave with nothing on it. You'd then tip your rice bubbles in, let them then like sink in so they're not crackly anymore. You would then like scoop out the milk and then you would put sugar on it and then you would put cream on it and then you would eat it. And here's me asking, should you have sugar and anything? Like, I don't need any more because as a fucking kid, that's all I had.
How did he even discover that?
I have no idea. But that means he was eating that. He would have been an adult.
Yeah.
Anyway, my kids are definitely not having that.
You can edit this out, but like, was he a massive stoner?
There's no fucking way that I'm editing that out. I honestly don't think he was, but...
You honestly don't think he was? He just... it was different back then. Like, as a kid, I just thought it was normal to have Wheat Bix and put sugar on it. Yeah. And I'm horrified by that now. Yep. And like, there's probably so many more things like that we just didn't even realize, and now we do.
That one just blows me away when I think about it. I remember, like just talking about it, I'm like, how is that even a thing? Yeah. It tastes amazing, by the way. Also,
did he come up with a name, Special Way? Because that's a bit cute. Hey, it's I can picture him like, hey kids, you want to have your rice bubbles a special way?
I should have fucked with you and like had this pre-recorded. We can have like a little cooking segment where you would have to taste Special Way.
It would probably be really yum, actually. It's just so bad, like, to think about it. And you'd have that for breakfast?
Yeah.
Wow. That's wild.
It's a great start to the day. Would you rather wear someone else's dirty underwear or use someone else's toothbrush? Oh, fuck. I remember the toothbrush one from yours. There's no way you're going to do the toothbrush. Or was it a makeup thing with the brushing teeth? No, that was real.
No, nah. Yeah, that was real. Ugh. I hate both of those so much. Oh my God.
Well, it has to be one of them.
Nah, I could not do the brushing the teeth one. It has to be the underwear one. But even though that's so disgusting, if in case you missed it, again, in our last episode or one of the episodes, I have a phobia of watching people brush their teeth. It makes me feel yucky and weird. And I don't think I could use someone else's toothbrush. Yeah, that's exactly Hang on, unless you didn't know it was someone else's toothbrush, because then...
Okay, so say you did that and then I knew that and I told you, how would you react? If I'm like, that was actually my toothbrush then.
I genuinely would probably throw up. Like, it's even just... Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked.
It makes me feel yuck. I don't like it. Yeah, so I'm going to have to go with the underwear, even though that's disgusting. Yeah. What would you choose?
I think I'd go underwear as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Out of sight, out of mind. At least, like, once you sort of put your shorts or whatever on your butt, oh, fuck it. Like, that's... it's fucked, but, like, it's less fucked than that's someone else's teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That reminds me, did your dad say this? I feel like all dads say this, or do you say this now that you're a dad? I don't know. Dad used to always joke around that he wore his underwear 4 times. You do front ways, back ways, inside out, front ways, inside out, back ways.
Yeah.
Why do they all say that? It's not funny.
No, I haven't said that, but yes, I've definitely had that said too.
Yeah. Like, why do they think that's funny?
Yeah. I can't wait till we do
another man that can't do his
parent.
own washing. Awesome.
Yeah. We need the parents review one, which is going to be cool, just to collate all of your things and my things about our childhoods.
Yeah, and to see if it's a universal experience. Like every dad says that. Apparently that one is, but yeah, there's probably others.
Roast the family episode. Fuck, that's going to be amazing.
Can't wait. Yeah, I think we needed that because I'm about to bum us out now with an emotional shower. I really need it.
So, all right, special episode number 7. We're finally cracking the cans for the first emotional shower of the pod.
Yeah. Should we get an emotional shower beer?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, so I've went with the classics. I went with the G.O.A.T. So nice play on names for our friendship group. So yeah, that's mine. What?
That reminds me. Can I quickly tell the story of the G.O.A.T thing and the coat thing?
Yes, I think we need that.
So I've always called Moose the GOAT. I just think he is the greatest of all time at everything. And then we have a friend that we love to say is a bad word that starts with a C. So then he became the coat, the C word east of all time.
I fucking love that.
So yeah, then we always had the GOAT and the coat.
And is that the nicest thing you've said so far on the pod? Like, I can't wait to make like just a short for me. So every time I like open my laptop, it just plays me that. Like, or that could be my ringtone.
No,
or
I always say nice things about you.
Okay, cool. I must be watching a different podcast. What beer have you got for this ep?
Carlton Dry zesty lemon flavoured beer, because I do like anything really refreshing and lemony, so I'm excited to try this.
It seems like we're getting sponsored by both of these. So far, this is not a sponsored post.
We definitely are still waiting for a beer sponsor. Anybody?
Love
Anybody?
it. Anyway, how do you crack yours? Are we going to...
do you do the 3 tap method? You've got to do 3 taps. Okay, I think I'm good.
Cheers. That was the most awkward beer opening.
I really hope that was satisfying. Sounded satisfying. Now let's do a proper cheers in frame. Yeah, there
Cheers.
we go.
Very close for the merch to be rocking up so I can have the emotional shower Loose and Moose towel.
That's why we waited to episode 7, right? Because by now the merch is ready.
Yep. So, all right, I'll sit back and enjoy my lager and see how we can help you through this.
Yeah. So I don't know if the emotional shower I need to have is really much of an event as much as I need your opinion. Cool. I don't know. I just feel like for the past few months, I keep having these occasions of things I want to do, things I want to go to, and I just have no one to fucking go with. Like, I had a bit of a meltdown, I reckon it was in 3-4 months ago, where bestie Jared was playing this metal festival, and I had a lot of people I knew there, and I would call them my friends, but then I just felt like I had no one to really hang out with there and go with. And I was just like, how do I have so many friends? And all these people say that they love me and love being my friend, but I have no one to ever actually do anything with. And it just turned into a thing I've been thinking about like a lot, where I kept like I wanted to buy tickets for Jerry Seinfeld. No one wanted to come with me. Jerry Seinfeld coming to Adelaide to do a stand-up show. Wanted to go to Foo Fighters. No one wanted to come with me. I went by myself. There's been quite a few things that keeps happening. It just keeps happening over and over. And I'm just like, my mind goes like, yeah, what is something wrong with me that no one wants to do anything with me? Is it like I do have friends, I just don't want to do the things I want to do? Do I need to fix it? How do I fix it? I don't know. It's just, I feel sad.
And here's me sitting here because obviously I get asked for a lot of these, but there's so many answers to this, I guess. But I only really have mine, which, like, we joked about it on last week's pod, but work, kids, this, staying fit, like, it's hard for me to do anything outside of anything.
This is not aimed at you. I'm not trying to make you feel bad.
But I do when you say it.
No, so that makes me feel bad. It's not aimed because I know you just don't want to do a lot of the things I want to do. You don't want to come to a dirty metal show and watch people screaming. I don't know. People like, what are the two-stepping?
Saying it to the dude that was in a band that was, screaming the rest of it. But I'm the same for Jared. Like, I still want to go and watch their stuff. Like, the want is still there. I guess it's just...
Yeah, having the time.
Different stages of, like, what's important right now.
And then that's another thing that, my brain.
Yes.
It goes into... Should I even be in this stage of my life where I want to go do fun things and no one wants to come with me? Well, I shouldn't, but I am, because I've not been in the stage where I can settle down yet. And then how do you get into that stage? You meet someone. How do you meet someone? You go out. How do you go out when you got no one to go out with?
Yeah.
And just like, it's a bit sad with like going ahead months to buy tickets and reaching out to people and nobody wants to come.
Yep.
And it's an expensive ticket. So I'm like, am I about to drop like $400 to see Jerry Seinfeld by myself? Is it even worth it?
Yeah.
And I pushed myself. It was like a couple of years ago. I went to my very first gig alone, and I was like, I just have to start doing this now, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just, I wish it wasn't such a pattern that I did quite often.
Could this turn into like a crazy love story though, where like you have all of these, and when you finally meet somebody, and it'll be like they might have done this whole same journey, and then like this is just like remember all those times we did that? Or anyway, I'm super proud that you do go to them, because I kind of like it's funny, I don't know if I've told you this, but like completely off subject, but like having a family of 5 is obviously amazing, but like the one thing we've been talking about recently is like I've never been to the movies by myself ever.
Motherfucker, I only go by myself.
You know what I mean? So it's like, not that I'm saying like we don't want each other's lives there, but it's kind of like, there's so many different things here. But this is a tough one, because obviously I think you summed it up before, where I'm definitely not going to have answers. I then get defensive because like, being people that want to help and be there, and also like as if I wouldn't want to go to Foo Fighters and those sort of things, right? It's you wish you sort of can, but I guess this is just more of one of those ones where it's just like a listening thing. But like my advice is obviously, like you just summed it up, like you're still gonna do it. You love doing it, and I guess like the reasons you do that is not, probably not to go find a partner. It's to enjoy these times, and if the other things come up, they come up. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
And that's the other thing, is I feel like sometimes people can be a bit condescending about it, where they're like, almost, why are you complaining? Just go by yourself. It's not that big of a deal. And I'm like, obviously I'm fine going by myself. That's what I'm doing. It's just these kind of experiences are better shared when you go with someone. Like no one can deny that. Like going to the movies, go by yourself.
Yeah.
But I went to a music festival by myself last year. I didn't even have anyone there I knew. Fully went 100% by myself. Just walked around by myself all day. Got some food. Got a drink. Yeah. Watched a band, and like, you cannot tell me that experience is as good as going with a group of friends. And
I just feel bad, and like we just needed to know, like you needed to know Lauren and myself and all of our friends that you now know, like I don't know, a decade ago. You know what I mean? Because that's like, for us, that's what we were doing. You know what I mean? Like all the time.
Yeah.
Where now, if we ever got to do that, it would be like the craziest thing of all time. Which now it's, we got Blink tickets coming up, which like that's the first concert I think me and Lauren to have been to like for ages, right?
That would be cool. That just did remind me though, when you said before about that could be a crazy love story, that someone's on the same journey. Have you heard of the invisible string theory? No. It's actually in a Taylor Swift song, but just that you apparently have an invisible string to your soulmate your whole life, and when you finally meet them, you'll think there's all these coincidences that are not really coincidences. Like they were meant to be in your life, but they had to wait till the right time. Like you will notice that they went to the same, I don't know, school as you, but a different year, or they were at that same gig as you were by themselves as well. There'll be something like that will happen, but gotta have a lot of faith in the universe for that kind of thing. And it's getting a bit old, honestly. I'm getting a bit old. But I don't know. There's no answer. I just wanted to have a little vent, I guess.
Hey, well, that's what these are for, right? There's no rules to these. Yeah. And sometimes there's no answers. It's just literally putting out there. But again, I've said it 1,000 times. I'm sure there's going to be other people that will listen to this and be like, I'm in that same fucking boat. And it's pretty cool that someone's, putting themselves out there and actually talking about it. So they're not the only ones thinking about it. So
yeah, I guess if anyone is listening thinking, oh, I've been too scared to go to things by myself, like I was for ages, and then I finally did it and it was very empowering. So I really highly recommend that, especially a gig, because it's a bit hard if you want to go see the openers and stuff. But if you are okay to go just for the main band, you just walk in, get a drink, maybe watch the band and then leave, and you're like, fuck yeah, I did that. That's so cool. And then it gets easier as well the more you do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful way to end the emotional shower. We'll turn the water off now. But no.
All right. I guess it's all drained away. Cool. Let's go back in.
I don't want to say that was cool, but thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks. All right. Do we have something a bit more upbeat to kind of bring it home, please?
I enjoyed last episode where we got a little sweaty. We got a little funny. Both of us got a fair bit of anger. You're going to fucking spray that over the cameras? That's fucking funny. Please choke on camera. That's good. I've had a response like that to my jokes for fucking a while. You got to keep laughing because I think this is awesome. It was actually your idea, but I'll steal it. I think we should talk about stuff that people pretend that they enjoy, but they actually fucking don't. Yeah. Yeah.
This is funny to me. I think actually some people might say beer. There's some people that genuinely cannot comprehend liking beer.
Yep.
I know. I obviously don't agree. I love beer, but that is a thing.
I was like that for ages.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. I didn't drink beer or wine for so long, like similar to Lauren. I just had spirits. That was it.
Till when? How old were you?
Similar to coffee. I think like maybe 10 years ago or so. Yeah. So I was that annoying one where you go to a pub and we'd all be buying beers, similar money, and I'm like, no, I need, a Jack and Coke or something else. I'm like,
no one likes that person.
No one. But then I have it and it's like, now I can definitely see.
Do you remember what got you liking beer? Because I do.
Yep.
What
Specific.
was it?
Like we went, this is crazy because coffee and beer was on the same trip. So some friends of ours that was in our wedding, we went to Bali with them. And he was ordering a coffee in the morning. And I'm like, that looks really cool, like a latte in a cool little glass. So I got it and just started I don't think I liked it at the start, but I just kept drinking it, right?
Yeah.
And then I started liking it.
Yeah.
And then, you're in Bali, you got bintangs for ridiculously cheap price. I was just on the Radlers because they were kind of like that, like zesty lemon. And then I got back here and I'm like, I think I can just now smash a couple of yeasties. And straight down the froth hole they go. What about you?
I remember going to the footy and wanting to have a beer, and I was like, "Yeah, this is disgusting," but I'll push through.
There we go.
And sometimes I do wonder if my whole life I've just pushed through and I don't actually like it, but I've just convinced myself I do.
Yep.
But similar thing, we had this party at uni, and it was $3 Coronas. So I was like, well, I'm a broke uni student.
Okay.
That's all I'm drinking. And then by the end of the night, I was like, I fucking love beer. that was it for me. I think at the footy I was drinking like heavier beer because I didn't know what to drink, and then the Coronas are nice and light. So then that's what did it for me.
Perfect. Timely, but going out on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
No one likes that.
No one likes it. I've never had a good time going out on New Year's Eve.
Too many people.
Yeah.
Too many drunk people. Shit's always going on.
Yeah.
Can't get home. You got no service anywhere you go.
Yeah.
Just come to Moose's house and, Jared brings over the blender and we go to a different dimension.
Yeah, we had a really good New Year's. That was really fun. Another one people say is fireworks, actually, that people just don't enjoy it because it's like, what is it? Just a thing in the sky. I do think I watch it and I'm like, oh, cool. But if they weren't there, I wouldn't really care.
Yeah. I guess like the annoying ones, like New Year's, I guess you expect it, but I guess like I agree if it's like, 3:00 and your next door neighbours are just setting off.
Okay. What's the point? I don't get that. Like, grow up.
Mm.
What else? Oh, I've got a good one for you.
Yeah.
Running. You cannot tell me that these people that say they love running, and the only reason they're saying that is to make us people feel bad. And you cannot tell me that that's not true.
Everyone watching this will be running at the same time. We've spoke about it.
Yeah, and they hate it.
I actually agree. Like, I dislike it, but it's a mental challenge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I agree.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yay. I've got another one, which I think you're going to annoyingly disagree with, is broccoli. I don't know what it is. in my life, I've encountered so many people who say they love broccoli. And I'm like, you don't love broccoli. Like, as a vegetable, it's a good vegetable. But if you had your pick of food, you're not going to go, yeah, broccoli.
I will eat that raw.
Nah, you're lying. You're just saying that to make me feel bad.
Nope.
It's not true.
Broccolini? Like, are you kidding me? I swear you've had that like 1,000 times at our house. So
yeah, and for a vegetable, I enjoy broccoli and broccolini, but I'm not going to sit here and say like, I love broccoli as opposed to like, I love pizza or chocolate or...
Yeah.
Like
Top 5 veggie though.
Yeah, for a vegetable.
Well, it is a vegetable. So what else are you going to compare it to? Okay. Play on.
Another one that you'll probably tee off about because I know you love it, which I actually no. I truly believe people do like this. I got to take that back, but I'll just say it anyway. Is cooking. Like, I hate cooking so much, and I wish I did. I wish I could be one of those people, but I do also think some people pretend to like it just because it sounds cool.
Well, you need to eat, so you might as well get good at doing the thing that keeps you alive. Then, well, I don't know. You know me. I like hosting, and nothing better than people coming over, talk some shit, have some wine, and have a beautiful meal.
Yeah, but wouldn't you have so much more fun if you weren't the one cooking it?
I kind of like it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't get that.
Just with my peacocking personality.
Yeah.
So
Love the attention.
Yeah.
Anyway, something else that we didn't really agree on, I think you've come around to my way of thinking now, is we got our first lot of hate comments on social media this week.
Yep.
And Moose, like, it's his first time experiencing that, so was a little bit like bummed out and deleted them thinking that was the right thing to do. And I think I've helped you see the other side of it where I'm like, no, it's good. They've taken time out of their day to comment on something we've made, and they're bringing more attention to it, and it's funny, and you can't take offense to it because they're just sad people, and we just have to like rise above it and just laugh. So I think I've helped you see that side of it, but I fully understand why you didn't think that way in the beginning. So it's okay, just funny.
It just caught me off guard, and I hit delete, and it still didn't make me feel better. And
exactly, yeah. So laugh at them, change your mindset, and then you feel so much better. Not hate comments as well. Let's not take it that far. It was just the first experience of a not so positive comment. But then we've been flooded with nice comments since. So thanks everyone who's been doing that. It means so much to us.
It does.
And we'd love if you could hit our socials now and comment below anything that you think that everyone is pretending to like. Like, do you think we're still pretending to like beer or what? I don't know. There's probably other ones out there, but let us know. And then, we can discuss that in the future.
Love that.